I wouldn't guard a Giannis build in 1v1 at all.
Of course.
But look at that stop right there.
60 rebounding.
And I just get dunked on for the last point. Nice. This is a build showcase.
Yeah,
so
it's
a
not
build
looking
showcase.
good for your
no,
build.
I'm making, I gotta make Demi look good. Stop.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate you allowing me to look good.
Yeah. I didn't bring my 6'10 defensive
Oh,
monster.
just
See, hands up. Let's see.
no.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, here are the starters for Brooklyn. Brandon Ingram's out there with John Collins. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Harden. And it's Oubre in at the shooting guard position. And for Charlotte, Rui Hachimura out there with Okongwu. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Bane in at the two-guard spot. And tonight, Clark, a good look at some of the best up-and-coming talent in the NBA.
Certainly a glimpse into the future. Each of these teams should be a factor for several years to come. They've got some dynamic and electric young players on the court today.
Robinson, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Here's LeBron. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Back to Oubre. Hachimura grabs the miss. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Hornets. And the shot goes in.
Good job executing in tight. Paul doesn't fear anybody when he's in attack mode.
Harden against Paul. Ingram with it. Outside Collins. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Bane finds Hachimura. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
Even when LeBron faces resistance, he just turns up the dial of intensity and gets it done.
And now the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Clark, LeBron did something most people thought would never be done.
I'm in that camp, Greg. I tell you, Kareem was my guy. He was my idol as I was growing up. I never thought his record would be surpassed. It just shows you how remarkable LeBron has been in his production, in preparation, in taking care of his body. And this guy is still going strong. That makes him the king. Ingram is slim of build, but showing you some muscle there, fighting for a second chance shot.
Paul passes to Bane. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Here's James, and he banks in the layup. James has got 6 points. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
Second free throw, no good. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
Yeah, that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of them.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
It's the Nets now. 6-point game. Harden the pass to Oubre. That's tipped.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Paul against Harden. Hachimura kicks to LeBron. Hachimura down low. Count it. Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
11 feet away, and the jumper is good.
Crafty and cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Hachimura kicks to Paul. Misses the three.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And a new group in for the Nets. Paul looking around. Outside Robinson. Now the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
They get a hand on it. Harden against Paul. Out to White. Paul against Harden. Let's go. The offensive rebound. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's White. From deep Harden, the rejection by Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And there's 1:45 left here in the opening quarter. Offensive rebound. Zeller can't tie it up as that one misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
As James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for title.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, regardless of the team, if anybody is a captain, it's going to be Chris Paul.
And so Paul nails both of them. Now, here is Harden. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Passes it to Sohan. And he jams it with authority.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Paul passes to Aldama. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
That's tipped. Zeller dishes to White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Paul. Harden with the defensive effort.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
White drives in, goes back up, and he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the rejection by Harden.
Hornets ball. Now, into the lineup for your Hornets.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Grimes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
So with Paul on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Okongwu. Duncan Robinson out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's LeBron in at the 3, the small forward. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Okongwu. And here's Harden. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, everybody. Quentin Grimes is not just a 3-and-D guy. He's one of the best in the league at attacking the closeout. He says they know about my shooting, so that opens up my drive game. Them closing out hard, I can see if they're coming to my right side or my left side.
Oh, LeBron does it again!
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harden the pass to Robinson. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by LeBron. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed. And not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Hornets with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They shot the lights out from deep and really stretched out the defense.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Timeout called the Nets. We're always hearing the debate, who is the greatest of all time? Well, Clark, do you think passing Kareem's all-time scoring mark finally puts LeBron out in front?
Kevin, that in and of itself puts LeBron in rarefied air, no doubt. But when you're talking about the greatest player of all time, we all have our opinion. It's just so hard, I think, to effectively debate players across different eras. I just say there have been a ton of great players throughout the history of the game, and LeBron is certainly at the top of the list, no matter when he plays.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harden against Paul. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Looking here at some numbers for James. Great showing for him last season. Last season, checking in at 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
18 feet out. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Payne for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before that.
Whitey's checked in for the Nets. Here's Ingram. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Ingram's got 8.
A terrific score from the mid-range. Ingram knows how to use his size and touch from there.
Charlotte calls timeout.
We're buying off t-shirts, everyone.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Mitchell Robinson.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's White. The second chance effort. And stolen by Okongwu. Pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Oubre. And he overshot that one, missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Collins, good.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Paul passes to Bing. Kicks it out to Paul. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's LeBron missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Zohan's checked in, and it's Jetty Osman in for Ingram. White against Bain, and it's White missing. The Hornets trail. Bain passes to Aldama. Back to Bain. Here's Grimes. Here's LeBron. And it's Osman with the rebound. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Down low, here's Zeller. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Standing at 7 feet tall, Zeller is at home inside. Lots of different ways he can score close to the rack.
Here's Payne. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Robinson's checked in for LeBron. And he recovers it. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. 1:06 left here in the second. White against Bain. And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 3. Robinson passes to Aldama. Outside, Bain. Aldama finds Bain. Robinson on the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Grimes with the bucket. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Oubre. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Shot by Grimes. No good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay in situations just like that one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, John. It was a back-and-forth first half, but you've got the lead. How did you get it?
Nice mix. You know, the first group came out, and we had a solid half, lit up a little bit, so I think our bench guys came in and gave us the needed minutes, finished out the half strong, and we got the lead going into the next half. So way to finish out the half for the guys, for sure.
Thanks very much for your time, John. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second half, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. Go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Setting the floor for the Nets. Robinson is out there with John Collins. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Harden in at the 1. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from James. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For Hornets coach Steve Clifford, the key is defense. He says trying to outscore other teams doesn't work. You have to do the things that take effort, like rebounding, getting loose balls, and putting your body on the line. You've got to build a game that will actually work at the end of the year when you play the important games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, our thanks to you. And it's Ingram missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Outside, Robinson. Harden kicks to Collins. Pass to Ingram. 20 feet out. And the jumper is on the mark. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Bain finds James. James crowbars it in.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ingram passes to Oubre. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Paul kicks to Bain. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. James against Collins. James, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden. Brings it from 9 feet away. He has 7.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
And the Hornets call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Bain. Here's Paul. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's James. He trains the quick shot. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And finished off by Robinson.
Mr. Do-It-All coming away with the assist there. I mean, Harden making sure to keep his teammates involved in the offense.
Paul passes to Okongwu. Back to Paul. And here is Hachimura. He's guarded by Collins. Here's LeBron. Robinson with the block. Ingram deciding where to go with it.
Hey, when Ingram is in attack mode, it forces the defense's hand. Literally. Good job drawing the foul.
The Nets shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
The Nets making a switch here. White's checked in.
And they were in the top 10 in rebounding. That was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And talk about their transition game. They love to operate in the open floor. GA, a huge percentage of their points came on the break, and that was by design. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times. That's a nice dime from the king.
The Nets with the lead. Ingram outside. This is to Robinson. That one goes in. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
It's one of the many things that Paul is known for, his ability to find open teammates.
Right the pass to Ingram. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Paul dishes to James. Collins with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the Hornets call time here. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Sohan's checked in. There's the pass to Aldama. Here's Grimes. Robinson on the wing. Shoots over White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. First.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Passes it to Sohan. Here's Ingram. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. The Hornets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Grimes. That 3 off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Robinson, that's good. Nets leading by 5. Harden outside to the paint.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Out to the right wing. Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it's White missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Grimes. Robinson down low. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Charlotte shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. With 1 on the clock, the shot will not fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with James on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. Paul out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Grimes in at the 3. And it's blocked. Here's Okongwu. Charlotte moving it around to the wing right side. Grimes passes to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Oubre with the steal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Desmond Bain pulls it down. Hornets trail by 6. He kicks to Paul. The pass to Grimes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And finished off by Collins.
Man, that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, strong move there. Big point on that possession. In need of a bucket late. This is the guy you want to go to.
Harden the pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Collins. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And shot on the way. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Bain. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They grabbed their own miss. Zeller. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you know, Zeller brings a lot of energy to his work on the boards. I love that about him.
Paul dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Robinson's checked in for the Nets. Brandon Ingram comes in for Jetty Osman. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Here's what Jacques Vaughn told his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Harden the pass to Oubre. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the 3. The Hornets pull it in.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the 3.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And they're on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hornets?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Both free throws good from James.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance it gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
James Harden going to the line, shooting.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for James Harden.
If you want to know how clever Harden is as a player, just take a look at his one-on-one game, the way he can pretty much beat any defender. Quite impressive.
Brooklyn trailing. Ingram with it. Okongwu covering. And it's Ingram missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
James absorbing hits on the drive.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Oubre. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Hachimura finds James. Here's Okongwu. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Nets shooting here about 46% for the game. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Robinson with the block. Now Harden. He feeds it to Collins. Oubre outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. And the rejection by James.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in. Shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Charlotte. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collins against Paul. Back to Hachimura. James outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
There was no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Up there for Robinson, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Takes the 13-footer and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Brandon Ingram.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
We have seen Ingram take on a bigger role, wanting to get to the line when it matters.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Sohan's checked in.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Brandon Ingram.
It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, LeBron's used to shouldering the load, and there's no question he can handle these big moments.
For your Hornets.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Ingram. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Let's get the dude back to your
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Ingram against LeBron. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, a few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Passes to Sohan. Shoots over Hachimura. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
So, second personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Sohan, it's deflected. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
No, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humbled.
Well, we appreciate all the work you put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.